Hey guys, it's Eric. Really excited today because today I'm talking about a fighting game that isn't Mortal Kombat and isn't Street Fighter. Not that those aren't great games, but hidden somewhere in the corner of these arcades that I used to hang out in was another 2D fighting game that came out right around the same time, 1992, actually on my birthday in 1992. And it was a fighting game that came out for a system that has quickly become one of my favorite home consoles of all time. But before that, it was in the arcade, and I just loved this game. Part of the reason I was doing that is because the Mortal Kombat machine and the Street Fighter 2 machine always had lines in them, and this game never had a line at it, and I don't know why, because it's a great fighting game that I absolutely love, and it's right around the same time, and it has a very similar control scheme. So we're going to talk about that game today on Backlog Arcade. As always, if you look over my shoulder, you can see the game that I'm talking about, and today I'm talking about a game for the Neo Geo. And when I say Neo Geo, that can mean the home console or that can mean the arcade, because the two were pretty interchangeable. And Neo Geo was one of the only home consoles at the time that could completely do the arcade experience 100% with most of its games. That being said, I'm talking about World Heroes. So this game's World Heroes. It is a 2D fighter that came out in 1992, right around the time, that Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat were popular. And the graphics were just as good, and I even think the animations for this game were actually a little bit better, as they typically are in the Neo Geo system. We're gonna play four versions of World Heroes today. World Heroes 2, World Heroes Jet, and then World Heroes
2,000 years later.
World Heroes Perfect, that's the other one. So that we can discuss the differences between those four games. But I'm gonna start with the classic, which is World Heroes 1, which is the one that was the most familiar with. And just to give you a little background about how much I love this game and just a little quick story about it. When I was a little kid, when I was in elementary school and then spending a lot of times in the arcades and stuff like that, we used to go out to the playground during recess and stuff, and then we would act like our favorite characters. And at the time it was favorite characters from TV shows or video games, comic books. My friends would be, growling, and someone would be like, oh, I'm Blanca, or I'm Ryu, and stuff like that. And then I would say, I'm Broken. And they would be like, who's that? Because no one my age had ever played this game, and they weren't all hanging out in arcades like I was. But he's a character in this game that I actually really, really liked at the time. And yeah, we're gonna get some gameplay on here, and we're gonna start playing World Heroes. Got a little story here, and then unlike other Neo Geo games, this one only used 3 buttons instead of all 4, but that's fine. So these are the characters you got here. You got a Bruce Lee-like guy. You got these two guys. This is like their version of Ryu and Ken. Very similar, but a little bit slightly different. It's like a knight character with a sword. A couple other characters. They're all kind of like stereotypes though. Anyway, we are gonna start off with this guy. His name is Fuma. And he's one of my favorite characters. That's Brocken. So, all right, we're gonna get into this, and you just take a look at the animations and stuff of this game, because it actually is really good. I used to love the voices in this as well. Like, I don't know if you can hear it, but he says like "Lekunta" and "Ora," and that was like, I used to repeat that all the time when I was like, playing with my friends and stuff. All right, so we made quick work of Brocken. He's, he's not the hardest guy. Standard 2 rounds. Got my ninja suit on. He's kind of like he's like a German Dawson in that he stretches, but he's actually like a cyborg guy. So this game did not have a combo system, but it came out kind of before combo systems were really a thing. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. I lost a round. All right, we gotta be able to beat this guy. We're gonna do a couple fights in this, and then we're gonna move on to World Heroes 2, and you guys will start to see the natural evolution of these games and how they got better and how the character rosters got bigger and stuff like that. Typical stuff with sequels to games. Man, that was one thing about this game. The throws do insane damage. That was my There we go. Okay, we got him. We'll do one more character in World Heroes 1, maybe 2 more fights in World Heroes 1, and then we'll move on to World Heroes 2. You see them all best beat up and stuff, you know. It's even got the map. So this did heavily inspired by Street Fighter 2, I think. I'm not actually sure which one came first, but I'm pretty sure Capcom Street Fighter 2 came before this. All right. All right, that was telegraphed. All right, we'll beat this guy and then we'll move on to World Heroes 2. I don't know if did my dragon uppercut hit or what? It sounded like it hit, but it didn't do anything. There we go. All right, so that's World Heroes 1. Okay, so now let's check out World Heroes 2 and we can see the differences between them real quick. All right, so here's World Heroes 2. And again, this uses only 3 buttons, but as you will see, we actually have a much further expanded roster here. We got a few more characters that we didn't have. J-Max, he was like the football guy. We're gonna go ahead and go with Jane. They call her a fencer, but you'll see she uses a much bigger sword. I remember this pirate guy. He was really cool because as you saw, his special move was like that pirate ship that came out. This guy was awesome. Okay, I didn't mean the talent there, but okay. If I remember right, Jane's main strategy is to lose. Jane's main strategy is to actually get them put in the corner, and then she just kind of like spams her attacks because she's really, really fast, but she doesn't do a whole lot of damage. But as you can see, she's really good at kind of comboing things together. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I didn't get to read what she said. This is J-Max. I actually glad I'm fighting against this guy. So this guy was like the big American football player. He's got the full pads on, and the guy is huge. Oh my gosh. And he's wrecking me. Wow. I'm not trying to taunt there. Oh, she's I forgot. She's like she's a back forward charge character. She's not a fireball character. There we go. Keeping with my tradition of 3-round fights, we'll see if we can beat J-Max here. Okay. All right. Just like the first one, the throws do obscene damage. I don't mean to taunt. I'm pressing the wrong button when that happens. The wrong button combination. There we go. Maybe we'll do one more fight in this. One more fight. All right, who's this guy? Oh, this guy's a Muay Thai guy. Come on. So this game was a little bit different than Street Fighter 2 in that my initial reaction is to play it like Street Fighter 2 and like jump in to initiate attacks, but really that's not the best strategy in this game. We're gonna move on to World Heroes Jet, which was the next iteration of this game. And again, we have a different roster, but some of the same characters. I did Fuma, okay, let's go with Brocken. Now, I believe this is the first World Heroes game that had a combo system, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, look at him, he's crazy. All right, let's see if I can remember how to play this guy. So he's kind of big and slow, but he does a good amount of damage. And if I remember correctly, wow, he can shoot. Maybe this isn't the one with the. I thought this was the one with combo system. There we go. Wow. gotta electric. Oh my goodness! Oh! Oh man. Can't really remember. If I lose as Brockett, I'm gonna play somebody else and we're gonna try to win. Oh, they just changed characters. So do I have to fight all 3 of those characters? Maybe that's the difference of this one. Whoa. Ouch. Okay, alright, that guy's down. I wish I had the characters' names at the top. I can't believe it doesn't. Let's see if we can pick someone else. Eric, he's kind of a Viking. Let's pick Eric. Never used this guy before. He's pretty big. His axe is like... Oh my goodness, I froze her. That was cool. This guy is crazy. Ooh. Man, if she beats me after... Whoa! Wow.
No! God, please, no! No!
Alright. Go back to Fuma. Hopefully I can actually get a victory with Fuma here. That is much faster than the other games. Oh, here's that spam kick. Okay, at least I was able to beat her. We'll see if we can get past this. And then we'll move on to World Heroes Perfect. If we can actually win and get past the first fight of this game. This AI is crazy. Oh my goodness. I still couldn't pull it off.
Okay.
Alright, so this one's a bit different in that the graphics are slightly different than the other games. Well, let's start with Fuma.
Why? 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 Why?
Okay, so yeah, here we go. So this one has the charge gauge, and I believe this one, the animations are much faster, the gameplay is much faster, and not only that, you have your charge gauge at the bottom there for some extra special moves. So this was kind of trying to compete with like Street Fighter Turbo at the time. So this game had some extra mechanics to it. That being said, I can't get over to the other side, and this guy's kind of wrecking me. Oh, jeez. Here, we'll try Hanzo. He's like Fuma, but he's got slightly different moves. Actually, I don't know how he is in this game, but in the original. There we go. Oh. Okay. One round. All right, I gotta do this. I'm looking. Ready, I'm ready. Okay, so I figured out some of what I was doing wrong in this game. This game is the one where they added the 4th button. So I was hitting the button that I thought it was kick to do my special moves, and it wasn't. Come on. Oh, come on. That shark. Did I get him? I won! I won one match! Oh my gosh. Alright, just for kicks. Just for kicks, we'll do... Oh, sure. Oh, he can do it in the air? Oops, I turned off my bezels there accidentally. Oh, we took a round, all right. So that's the World Heroes series. Let's move into final thoughts. All right, guys, so that's World Heroes. Like I said, it's a 2D fighter that was relatively popular. Less popular over here than it was in Japan, but popular on the SNK Neo Geo machines during the 90s, the early 90s, released in 1992 with the original version World Heroes. This game, I think, is a really good competitor to Street Fighter 2. Do I think it's better than Street Fighter 2? In some cases, yes. In some cases, no. There are things there's a certain balance that Street Fighter 2 really kind of just got perfect, and which is what made it a game that attracted a lot of people that eventually became professional players, and it's what made it, just such a popular game, and then it grew into this massive popular franchise. World Heroes never really garnered that same thing, and part of that was because of the balance, and you saw some of the examples of the balance there. The AI is extremely difficult on this game. Easier on the first one, but as you move up through the sequels and stuff like that, the AI seems to get progressively harder. Now, I'm not a pro at this game or anything like that, but I actually do know the moves in this game for some of the characters that I've practiced with and stuff like that. And as you saw, I still had a hard time beating the AI, but that doesn't mean that this game wasn't fun. If you're looking for a good alternative 2D fighter to just kind of play around with, something that was an alternative to Street Fighter 2, then I urge you to check out this game. This game was released, I believe it had a Super Nintendo version, and of course it was on the Neo Geo and various other home consoles, and there are easily a lot of different ways to check this game out. It's just a good older 2D fighter, and see if you can do better than I did against the AI, Maybe I'm just terrible, but yeah, check it out and see how well you do. If you've heard of this game, if you played this game, if you hate this game, if you love this game, let me know down in the comment section below. Anyways, that's all I have to say about World Heroes. It's a fantastic game, and I really love it. If you ended up enjoying this video, please give me a like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you never miss an episode of Backlog Arcade. And I'll see you on the next video. Till then, happy gaming.